Hi, and welcome to the July 2015 edition of Rowlett on the Water or on the Move. I'm Todd Gottel.
I'm Brian Funderburk.
This show is produced entirely by city staff and can be seen on Rowlett's own television network, RTN 16. You can also find us two additional ways too, Brian, by your favorite website,
www.rowlett.com.
That's right,
yes,
Rowlett.com. And of course our YouTube channel, which is becoming pretty famous as well.
Yep.
And that's under Rowlett Texas Video, all one word. You can always find all the latest and greatest episodes and past episodes there, as well as our streaming video page.
And high definition, too.
High definition. Love
Yes,
high
sir.
definition. Here's the high five.
All right.
High five to high definition. There we go, right?
Yes.
Brian's like, knock it off. So we have a really great program today, and thank you so much for joining us. We are going to be talking about one of my favorite things.
What is that?
Dun, 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 dun.
What are you
I got my little glasses on. It's Bond. James Bond.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You want to talk about...
Never mind.
Look, no, Todd, no. It's not that kind of Bond.
Never mind.
No,
All right, it's
just
too early.
listen.
Never mind. And
No,
that was just water. Never mind.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, just listen. As everyone knows, the $25.8 million capital improvement bond election passed on May 9th. Yes, I know. Here you go. In keeping with the full transparency, we'd like to discuss some additions to the bonds that were passed.
Well, it's actually a pretty exciting time. First off, we need to thank the citizens for voting for the bond package. We went with this what I call small bite bonds, which are really great because it gives you the ability to have more actionable items in a very short period of time. And you've got this list; they can execute the list before the next bond election is done, which is really great. And of course, as you're talking about, since they are smaller bites, they are about $26.2 million, I believe it was.
What, 25.8?
Right, 25.8.
Right. And we're going to sell the first section of that this summer, about $10.1 million of general obligation bonds. And this is for the first phase, as you said, small bites. We're going to do year one. This will be, however, in combination with $26.2 million in general obligation refunding bonds.
That's right. That's where I got the 26.2 back.
Yes.
That's right. I knew we had. That's right. Now, for the citizens there that are watching, you're going to say $50 million. Tell me exactly how you arrived at $50 million. Well, this is really not necessarily $50 million. This is money that's already been borrowed that we're basically just like refinancing your house. You're getting a better deal on.
Exactly.
So we're going to be able to save some additional money in addition to borrowing these particular bonds.
That's correct, Mayor. And so what we're going to be doing this year, we're going to sell, like I said, that first year's worth, $10.1 million for new improvements, and then about $26 million in refinancing or refunding savings. One other thing we're going to do this summer is we're going to sell $5 million in water and sewer system revenue bonds, which will be for phase 2 of the utility capital improvements plan that was approved last year. We had about $10 million in capacity. We knew we had a lot of projects going on, so as a result, we only sold the first $5 million last year, and we're going to sell the other $5 million this year. And a lot of that money is going to improve the water pressure in the upper pressure zone.
Well, that's really important too. And this has been a very long-term project. This has not been a real quick fix. This is something that really, from a strategic direction, we've kind of taken a shift to say we've gone from one pressure plane to two. And we've had issues in the northern portion of our city with, of course, water pressure, and this is going to significantly help that, especially once it's complete.
That's correct. And beginning also in fiscal year 2018, the city's annual general obligation debt service really starts to dramatically decline. And this freed up bond capacity could provide as much as $76 million over the next 10 years without a tax rate increase. Therefore, the $25.8 million GO bond issuance approved in May will come at no increased tax rate to the citizens of Rowlett.
Which is really a good deal.
It's a very good deal.
And that's why I like the smaller bite, what I call smaller bite bonds, because you have the ability to be able to go in and very strategically address key issues that are there and not borrow large amounts. So we're able to take the retiring debt and use that retired debt to be able to borrow new money without having to have a tax increase. And that's a big deal. That really is a big deal.
And to keep pace with construction efforts, the city will issue these bonds over 3 years, as you indicated. Again, the first $10 million this year, about $5 million next year, and then the final $10 to $11 million in the third year. And we're going to work very hard to do as many of those improvements in that 3-year time frame as possible.
Now, I think one of the key things to point out, because someone would say, why don't you just go borrow the whole $25 million today? And I think part of that really has to do with our ability to be able to effectively manage these
Exactly.
projects as well. So why just borrow the money to borrow the money and not be able to start the project? So
Well, and the money just sits there, and you're paying interest rate on
That's exactly
interest
right.
and you're paying at a higher interest rate than what we could earn.
which is really what I call smart money here, because
Yes.
you're borrowing the money when you need it,
When you need
not just putting it aside for future projects.
Yes, sir.
Which is great.
So it's great news for our customers and our citizens. We're going to go out there and we're going to start making these improvements we talked about, and then we're also going to save quite a bit of money.
Now, where can they go to get a list? Because I know a lot of people have asked and said, well, I want to take a look at the list again. I know you can go to our website, rowlett.com.
Yep.
But where do they find a prioritized list of here are the projects that are in what we'll call phase 1, 2, and 3 of this?
Mayor, that list is on Rowlett.com under the section where we have all of our CIP information. I also believe that it's going to be in our newsletter as well this month.
Great. Well, we'll definitely have to make sure that that gets out there front and center, and
Yep.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions. So, real cool stuff.
It is.
Great job.
Oh, my back!
Ready for summer? We are. Dive into the Wet Zone, Rowlett's family water park. Go to wetzonewaterpark.com for details.
Have a good day at school.
Ready for summer? We are. Dive into the Wet Zone, Rowlett's family water park. Go to wetzonewaterpark.com for details.
Well, I think as probably most of the folks are aware, especially with all the rain that we've had, which has been great for us. It's really blessed us in a lot of ways, but we've also had some difficulties. And one of the big issues that it causes is not just some localized flooding, but with that flooding comes all of the trash that comes washing down into Lake Ray Hubbard, which is not very good. So before we show you some good news on the situation, let's revisit the story from last month's show. Drew, let's roll the video.
If you've crossed the bridge on Rowlett Road heading from Garland into Rowlett, you've probably noticed the trash in the lake. Lots and lots and lots of trash.
When I see the trash in the lake, it's just overwhelming.
Well, it looks terrible, especially it's not a good reflection on our community.
So where did all this trash come from?
Good news is the drought's over. The bad news is it has washed a lot of debris that has accumulated in the creek, coming from as far away as McKinney.
How did trash from McKinney wind up in Rowlett?
I'm here in front of a map to show you how far Rowlett Creek spans through the North Texas region and where it ends up in Rowlett. We're coming off of a drought, the waters have raised, and it's picked up anything along the way to bring it down into the low end of the Rowlett Creek. Rowlett Creek begins its water flows up in McKinney and joins together into a single area near Allen, and then it comes down through Plano, then through Saxe, then through Garland, and puts it out in Lake Ray Hubbard along the shorelines of Rowlett. Once it brings it past Rowlett Road Bridge, gets out into the open waters, the southeast breezes push the trash along the shoreline against this cove right here near Rowlett Road.
The biggest environmental impact on the lake from Rowlett's perspective is how the trash affects our quality of life. And there are lots of things that make Rowlett a wonderful place to call home, but lakeside living is for sure one of the most attractive ones. And it's just wrong for these massive piles of trash to be in our beautiful lake. It's just not who we are.
There's a mix of stuff. There's trash, there's cans, there's bottles, and a lot of floating wood and debris that is washed down from the creek. And the problem is getting access to it. There's no easy way to drive a truck down there. There's no easy way to get any kind of heavy equipment down there. One of the issues that we have is a lot of this trash is on the water, and that still remains the responsibility of the city of Dallas. So we're going to engage with the city of Dallas to kind of look at this as a team effort.
But this trash issue really is a regional issue. It's something that we all have to try to address. And ultimately, at the end of the day, we, along with Garland and other neighboring cities, really get stuck with this problem. The city of Dallas really has to step up and start to address the issues on the water, and we need to do our part along the shoreline. But it's not just as simple as us sending a crew out. We're looking at an enormous amount of trash. I mean, piles and piles. There's probably dumpster loads. I can't even imagine the amount of volume, along with the wood and the other debris. And frankly, some of the trash is just not very sanitary. There are needles and other things in there that are just not very environmentally friendly and frankly dangerous to the citizens.
I think it starts with awareness. A lot of these cities, I don't think, are really aware of the problem that we have here in Rowlett and on our Lake Ray Hubbard Lakeshore because of the trash that travels downstream. So I would recommend that they would join us in our efforts to contact the elected officials, first of all in the cities that are upstream, also the city of Dallas, because they do have jurisdiction over the lake. We're working with Garland already, but certainly McKinney, Allen, Frisco, Plano, Richardson, Wiley, all of those cities where Rowlett Creek goes through those cities, we get some of their trash, and so we would like for them to join us in that effort, and for them to do that, they have to know about the problem.
So going forward, be assured that we're working on a plan, and it's in our intent to get that lake cleaned up and get it back to a pristine condition so that everybody can enjoy being on the lake and on the water.
Well, it's a pretty sad situation, isn't it? It's amazing the amount of trash.
Terrible, Mayor.
Even just watching that video just really upsets me every time I watch it, and especially thanks to Drew Riss, he did a great job in putting that together. It really helps us to kind of really show the magnitude of the issue that's there, because a lot of times it's one thing to talk about it, but be able to walk in and meet with Dallas and be able to show them that video so they can actually see it. Now, I understand that you met with Dallas, and we actually have some good news, so why don't you tell us about that?
We do, Mayor. Actually, Assistant City Manager Jim Prochi and his team met with the Dallas Water Utilities at their DWU facility in Sunnyvale. Our goal was to talk to them about the trash conditions in Rowlett along Lake Ray Hubbard and how we can partner together to abate this trash. So they discussed the source of the trash and the points of contact where we believe the trash originates. Everyone agreed that this is not a single source point, and this is the thing we want to talk about. They showed us a map, which we're going to show our viewing public on the screen, that further outlines the creeks and the watersheds that enter into or feed Rowlett Creek. This is important because we need to be able to stop or eliminate the source of the trash, not just clean it up when it gets into the lake.
Well, and that's important because this goes as far north as McKinney Prospect area and feeds all the way down.
It does.
Which, as you see on the screen behind us, is pretty significant. You don't realize because it's not just a cup. It's not just, but you have things like syringes and glass and bottles that are things that are very dangerous that are out there, tied in with all the driftwood and everything else. It's kind of washed all down into our area, which has made a really, really nasty mess. And again, this is not just from the people in Rowlett and say, hey, Rowlett, we can do better at this. This is from cities. This also encompasses Garland as well because because part of the lake also borders Garland.
And at times, Mayor, some of it's even construction trash, that comes all the way up the river too.
Right.
So we also discussed the need for an ongoing plan to prevent the recurrence and to establish a process for future incidents. DWU discussed a couple of methods that they're exploring. One includes purchasing machinery. And they also want commitments from the city of Rowlett to help participate in the efforts, and we want to do that.
Well, as you know, we've canceled several cleanup efforts that we've had planned just because the weather, and frankly, with everything else, you need to bring big equipment in there, and it's very dangerous to be able to do that and keep everybody safe at the same time. So, absolutely.
Well, Mayor, and once we have more information, we'll be able to jointly address the upstream cities and inform the citizens of Rowlett of the plan. But the bottom line is we believe we had a very productive meeting, and we're looking forward to working with DWU to get that trash cleaned up. And one thing, Mayor, that we don't talk a lot about, but we recently amended our agreement with Dallas to provide the opportunity to do trash abatement along the shoreline. And I think what Dallas hoped out of that was that we would end up doing abatement along the shoreline, and our citizens would call Rowlett. Well, the issue is it's still in the water. It hasn't reached the shoreline, and because of that, we still have to be able to work with Dallas to help clean this up.
And what's made it difficult is because with the water receding, And then people say, why doesn't it go up to the shoreline?
Right.
Well, with the water receding, weeds and other things and grass have grown up, causing basically almost like a filter or a wall where it kind of keeps that trash in the water area and
Exactly.
not allowing it to get to the shore. So there's a lot of work that needs to be
A
done.
lot of work.
Well, I appreciate you guys doing that. It's been a lot of hard work and effort, and it's been an ongoing job. You know, it's been an ongoing dialogue with Dallas for a long time. And it's really great to see it's really great the fact that they stepped up and they're willing to do something, because it's a pretty significant cleanup effort,
It is.
and we're looking forward to it. Now, the other thing too that I want to address, because I've heard a lot about people would say, you know, I think Dallas is devoting about $200,000 or so to the cleanup effort, is what they estimate some of the trash is going to cost, from what I've
Yes.
been told. And a lot of times people would say, well, get some like prisoner workers or those people on probation to go out and do that kind of stuff. Well, it's not that simple, because you really have to, it's not somebody walking up on a shoreline with a trash bag and picking up the trash. This is going out with a barge and something with big grappling hooks, some really specialized equipment to be able to move the amount of trash. This is, I mean, and when you look at the video, as we've gone back, you look at the magnitude. This is not like walking around your swimming pool and picking up a few leaves that are laying on top. This has some major amount of trash, and we're talking dumpster load after dumpster load after dumpster load, and there's just nowhere to put that. You know, you can't pick it up on the shoreline. You've got to bring that stuff to shore in order to be able to, of course, get rid of it, which is going to require a lot of work. So there's a lot of specialty equipment involved and a lot of time and effort. It's more than most people, I think, can imagine, just because what they see is very myopic. In a lot of cases, it's what's in your backyard or what do you drive by. But when you really look at this at the 50,000 foot level, you're like, my goodness, this is a lot of trash.
There's many tons of trash.
Yes,
so.
absolutely.
Hi, my name is Carlton. I'm one of the code enforcement officers with the City of Rowlett. Today I will talk to you about high grass and weeds, one of the most common violations in the City of Rowlett. In the City of Rowlett, a property is in violation if the grass or weeds are 12 inches or taller throughout any portion of the yard or property. This violation is often overlooked, but be advised that vacant tracts must also maintain their properties under 12 inches or less. For more information on code enforcement, please go to rowlett.com, or you may contact the Community Service Division at 972-412-6283. Thank you for watching and educating yourself about your community.
Well, the great news is we got rain.
Yes.
The
we
bad
do.
news is, along with the rain comes flooding. Along with the rain comes trash. And along with the rain comes mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
Our favorite little pesky friends. How's
Yeah,
that?
stop.
Got it. How you like that? How you like that? Well, it's true, but you really think about it for a second. You know, and the key word here when you have mosquitoes is prevention.
Yes.
I wore my light shirt today. You did not.
No, I'm
And
probably
I
going to
came
get eat
because-
up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because I'm here to really prove a point in the fact that prevention is really the key to reducing human cases of the West Nile virus. Now, West Nile, we're very fortunate, has not been found in Rowlett at this point. They have test traps that are set up. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But the bottom line is that you know, there are 4 ways to reduce bites from mosquitoes. And the first thing, as we talk about that, are what I call the 4 Ds. The 4 Ds. So we got D, D, D,
Yes.
D, right?
Yes. Those.
Right, okay,
Yes.
we got it. Ready? All right, good.
No,
all right.
all right.
But so the first thing we have is wear long, loose, light color clothing. You know, so if you're going out at night, especially, wear something that helps protect you. That's there. The darker colors, like you have on, kind of attract the mosquitoes that
Right.
are there. So wear long, loose, light color clothing. So that's the dress part.
That's right.
We've got another one called DEET. D-E-E-T. Now, DEET is basically used. It's a chemical that's used. In with the insect repellents that's there. It comes with a couple of the sprays that are here. Look.
No, please don't.
How's that? You like
Yes,
that? Oh,
yes,
I got
thank
one.
you,
Never
man.
mind. See?
Oh,
What do you
thank
think? It
you.
works. See?
It does.
But seriously, this talks about having DEET inside. It talks about it right here. You know, very, very important part that you look at as well. It's an insect repellent that use DEET or other EPA-approved repellents. and you follow the product directions. It's real important. If you're going outside, bring this with you. It takes just a few minutes. And it will really save a lot of scratchy evenings. We'll say that way.
It will. And Mayor, the third D is drainage.
That's right.
And inspect your property for standing water. Regularly clean roof gutters. Dump water from potted plants. Change bird bath and pet water daily. And up in your wheelbarrows, you'll be surprised at just how many places water can collect. And if water collects there, mosquitoes collect there.
Well, people have things just they lay around, almost like a bucket or an old paint can of some sort, and it's filled up with water. Or tires that they leave a tire laying out. And it's fine, it's upright. Well, the tire creates this cavity where the water sits. And all those outdoor containers that you have, the bird baths. The stuff that's low is easy. It's very, very easy to dump that water. The rain gutters are a little bit more difficult to do, but you should have your gutters cleaned anyway because it's good for your house. But this is stuff that anybody can walk out and dump the potted plant, dump the bird bath that's out there. Make sure that it's fresh water or clean water in there on a daily basis if that's what you want. And of course, the draining part's critically important. And of course, the last thing has to do with your black shirt, and that is at night.
Yes, dusk and dawn. Stay indoors during dusk and dawn hours, and that's when mosquitoes are most active. They like being out at night. They're stealth creatures. They like to be hidden, and at night.
Just like your black shirt likes to be hidden. You can hide at night. How's that?
Yes. Well, and another thing, Mayor, too, is that
got it.
We contract with you. Okay, all right, all right. But the city of Rowlett contracts with Dallas County for mosquito testing.
Okay, go ahead. Gotcha, Larry.
I'm going to take that away from you. I'm going to give you this back.
Larry told me to do that.
Okay, all right. Well, here's the deal. City of Rowlett, we do, like most of the cities in our area, we contract with Dallas County for mosquito testing, abatement, and spraying.
That's right.
And in Rowlett, mosquito testing occurs on Wednesdays, and we get notified of the results by 10 a.m. on Friday. If positive mosquitoes were present, then we will do ground spraying of the zone that will occur at dusk the same evening, weather permitting. So there is a plan for us to address, particularly when we find mosquitoes with the West Nile virus.
That's right.
Because we cannot play around with that stuff.
That's exactly right. Now, people will say, well, how do I get notified? So in other words, if if they find a test trap that's positive, they of course notify the department's going to go out and do the spraying. But how do I, as a resident, get notified?
Mayor, we actually have a what they call a reverse 911 system, which is that we're able to contact by phone through what we call Connect Rowlett. It will call only the area that will be affected. So when they tell us where they're going to spray at, we can encircle that area and call every resident in that area. In addition to that, we always post it on our website, Rowlett.com. So there's a couple different ways people can find out, but the quickest way we do that is we call people and let them know.
Terrific. Well, again, remember the 4 Ds: dress, drain, deet, and
dusk and dawn.
And dusk and dawn. That's
so
exactly
there's 5
right.
Ds really.
Sort of, yeah, sort of 5 Ds. Okay, never mind.
The 4.5. How about the 4.5 Ds?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll buy that. Okay. So with that, folks, take precaution. Very, very important. Again, get the right materials if you have it. Use your swatters, your sprays, your dress.
The DEET is better than the swatter.
But more importantly, drain the water.
Yes.
So with that, that's it on that one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Chad Caldwell, Community Services Officer for the Rowlett Police Department. As the summer continues to roll along, the Rowlett Police Department wants to make sure your vehicle does as well. Summertime always brings along an anticipated increase in crime, especially theft. One common type of theft that has made its way to some unfortunate Rowlett citizens this summer is wheel and/or tire theft. The Rowlett Police Department would like to offer the following tips on how to protect yourself and your vehicle. If at all possible, park in the garage. If unable to park in the garage, park in a well-lit area around your home. Equip your vehicle with an alarm system. Use wheel locks and/or lug nut locks. And watch for suspicious activity and/or persons. And report it to the police immediately. In the unfortunate case your wheels or tires are stolen, there are a couple of other precautions you could take to increase the likelihood of your property being returned to you. First, mark your wheels and/or tires with identifiable mark that you could use to prove ownership. This could be etching something, such as a number or a word, inside the interior of the wheel or tire. And secondly, video surveillance cameras are a very useful tool in helping police identify suspects. If you are able to install video surveillance cameras on your property, please ensure that they are directed in areas where your vehicle or other valuable items are kept around your home. If you have any questions or concerns or any information to pass along to the Rowlett Police Department, please contact me in one of the following ways. And as always, stay safe, Rowlett.
Another one of my favorite departments out there.
Another one, the city manager's office?
Yeah, the city
Oh,
manager's
okay.
office.
Yeah.
Hello, Brian.
Oh,
No, it's not the city manager's office. It's
Ra-
the animal shelter.
animal shelter. Yes, it is.
Can I give a big shout out to Diane Levins? Hi, Diane. How are you? Good to see you again. Okay. No, we did it.
Mayor, we really need to get this one adopted. We really do.
Well, the Rowlett Animal Shelter is not only adoption friendly, but they welcome everyone, including me, to stop by and visit. Our animal shelter maintains a 99% live release rate, which is huge, actually.
It's huge.
If you really think about it, we've got great employees that are there. They encourage interaction between between all the visitors that we get on a daily basis, and of course the adoptable pets. And it's really exciting time. I mean, although the shelter's full right now, I mean, we always get a constant flow of different types of animals in. Lots of cats and dogs, and there's puppies that are there. I mean, just a lot of different ones to choose from. And of course, not everyone wants a little dog. Some people want bigger dogs too, and we've got bigger dogs here too.
We have all kinds, Mayor. And one thing I will say too about the 99%, because we are very, very proud of that live release rate. Yes, thank you.
I love you, Brian. Thank you for allowing them.
Yes. But I will say this though, in connection with the, I don't know, Mayor. I just don't. It's so hard for me to concentrate. Stop it. Okay. All right, so let me say this. The adoptable animals look forward to daily visits, and they socialize by our volunteers and visitors. Our animal shelter is passionate about rescuing, protecting, and relocating pets to new homes. And our staff in Rowlett,
Brian would like nothing more than to relocate this to a new home.
Well, I was going to talk about the 99% live release rate and say this may be the 1% we haven't gotten adopted yet, but I'm going to get him adopted somehow. Yes. But the other point I wanted to make, in all seriousness, is that nationwide, the live release rate is really only about a third, somewhere around that 35% mark. So for us to have a 99% live release rate is pretty extraordinary.
It is very,
and
very
it
good.
takes a lot of interaction, a lot of engagement with our staff, with the community, and with a lot of the rescue agencies that we work with and we partner with.
That's exactly right.
So it is all about those partnerships. It's a great, great partnership.
Hello, I'm Brian Beckner, your fire marshal for the city of Rowlett. Today I'd like to talk to you about making sure that your home address is clearly marked at your home. Visualize driving through a residential neighborhood or down a rural road late at night attempting to locate an address. Compound your dilemma and frustration by placing yourself in the driver's seat of a fire engine or rescue unit responding to an emergency where seconds may mean the difference between life and death. This frustration is all too often experienced by fire and rescue personnel due to the fact that many people either do not clearly mark their homes or do not provide an address marking at all. Failing to provide clear marking of your address may be inviting a disaster in the event of an emergency where precious seconds mean the difference. Take time and properly mark your home, please. Depending on the location of your home, Rowlett Fire Rescue suggests the following methods of addressing. Paint 4-inch letters on the curb in front of your home. Place letters that are at least 4 inches tall near the front entrance or an location easily visible from the street. Place your address on your mailbox in a color contrast by the color of your mailbox. Trim any and all landscaping that could block the house numbers from being seen from the street, either day or night. Remember, the emergency may be yours. Proper addressing will assist the fire department and police department in promptly dealing with your emergencies. If you have any additional questions, please call me at 972-463-3940 or send me an email at bbeckner@rowlett.com. I'm Brian Beckner, your fire marshal. Thank you for your time.
Don't mess with Texas. I ain't gonna say it again. No way, not the highway. Better put that trash in a can. Don't mess with Texas. Don't you throw that trash on the road. Don't you disrespect us. Don't mess with Texas.
Hi, I'm Mary Lynn Saxton from the Rowlett Public Library, now located at 5702 Rowlett Road, and ready for summer fun through the month of July. Registration for summer reading continues until the last week of this month. People of all ages from babies to adults can read each week to win prizes. You can register at the library or online. Children of Rowlett, sign up at the Rowlett Public Library for the summer reading program. Prizes will be given for meeting reading goals. Enjoy weekly programs and performers every Tuesday from 2 to 3 at the Rowlett Community Center, 5300 Main Street. Super movies will be shown at the Rowlett Community Center on Thursdays at 2 o'clock. This year's theme is Every Superhero Has a Story. Read and win at your Rowlett Public Library. Babies can participate in the summer reading program with the Rubber Ducky program, which promotes vital pre-literacy skills. Stop by the library for more information. Teens aged 13 to 18 join the summer reading program for teens and unmask. Be rewarded this summer for reading. There are also programs just for teens on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock, as well as movies on Thursdays, all at 2 o'clock at the Rowlett Community Center. Don't let the kids have all the fun this summer. Join the public library's summer reading program for adults. Enjoy a good book on these longer, lazier days. The theme for the summer is Escape the Ordinary. Choose whatever you want to read. Read one book every week and enter to win prizes. Every week you read a book will increase your chances of winning the grand prize. The program runs through Friday, July 31st. Stop by the library or call 972-412-6161 for more information. Tuesday performer programs in July include superheroes and everyday heroes. Enjoy Canine Officers, Puppets, Actor, the Amateur Community Theater of Rowlett, and Critterman at the Rowlett Community Center. Movies plus Popcorn, held on Thursdays at the Rowlett Community Center, will feature 5 superhero movies rated PG or PG-13. Check the library website for a complete list of fun summer reading activities in July. Families are invited for super fun on Super Saturdays this summer. Super Saturday Superheroes will be held at 2 p.m. on July 25th at 2 o'clock at the Rowlett Community Center, 5300 Main Street. Wear your best superhero costume and be prepared for super trivia and super games, free for all ages. Get ready for summer fun with play dates. Monday mornings are for the young and the restless, babies ages 0 to 2. Wednesday mornings are Giggle Wiggle for toddlers. Preschoolers have their own play dates on Friday mornings with Shake, Rattle, and Read. These story times are held at 10 a.m. and again at 10:30 a.m. at the new library location, 5702 Rowlett Road. And don't forget to come for an evening story time during the summer. Bring a pillow and a blanket, wear your jammies, and enjoy bedtime stories that are sure to give your little ones sweet dreams. On Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. with pajama story time. Need more information? Check the library website at www.rowlett.com/library or call 972-412-6161.
Park of the month for July 2015 is Paddle Point Park, located at 6600 Miller Road. Paddle Point Park is 1.4 acres and features a canoe, kayak, and john boat launch area. Paddle Point is also home to Rowlett's own Texas Parks and Wildlife paddling trail. Enjoy this 6.4-mile trail, beautiful scenery on Lake Ray Hubbard, including views of the great blue herons, bull eagles, and other wildlife. No reservations are needed to use this park. All features are first come, first serve.
Starting July 13th, Adventures in Art Camp is finally an art camp for youth, emphasizing fine art and creative thinking instead of just crafts. Your young artist will complete 8 amazing works of art in this 4-day camp. You'll paint with oils, watercolors, and acrylics using color theory, time-saving techniques, and more. All of your art supplies are included, as well as detailed instruction. Please bring paper towels, snacks, and wear old clothes. The cost for this class is $60, and an additional $60 supply fee is due the first day of class to the instructor.
Are you looking for a private party at the Wet Zone to host your church group function, corporate party, family reunion, or birthday parties? Let your guests splish splash around the park all by themselves. Catering packages are available. Fee for a private rental is based on the area, the date, number of people, and hours requested. Enjoy your own pavilion with a party host and Haley the Hippo to celebrate your special birthday party, which includes a tiara or a crown for the birthday child, a snow cone for all the kids, birthday cake, plates, utensils, and a t-shirt for the birthday child. Hot dog, chips, and a drink for everyone are included in the guest fee. $100 for an hour-and-a-half rental, and then $30 each additional 30 minutes after that, plus $9 per guest. The birthday child is free, and the guest price includes all-day admission into the water park.
SOAR Summer Youth Program. Want to get your child up and active this summer? Let the Rowlett Parks and Recreation Department help you keep them active and off the couch all summer long. This program is active, fun, and educational. Every day brings a new theme of activities to ensure they never get bored. Our staff are all experienced at working with kids and all have background checks. Participants will need a sack lunch and snacks.
The 2015 Summer 2 season for adult softball deadline is Saturday, July 4th. Scheduled pickup day is Thursday, July 9th from 5 to 9 at Community Park. Play begins the week of Sunday, July 12th.
Skyhawks Basketball Camp is a fun, skill-intensive program designed with the beginning to intermediate player in mind. Using our progression-oriented curriculum, our basketball staff will focus on the whole player, teaching your child the skills needed both on and off the court to be a better athlete. Each day will start with a skill of the day and progress into drills and games. After a week of passing, shooting, dribbling, and rebounding, your child will show you why this is one of our most popular programs. Don't miss out. Camp starts on July 13th and runs from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
The new Rowlett Photography Club meets monthly at the Rowlett Community Center. Our members are amateur and professional, beginner and seasoned pros, and each enjoy sharing their knowledge and know-how with other members and guests. No membership dues. All visitors are welcome. Come share the hobby of photography and pick up a few tips along the way.
Want to learn how to play guitar? Then sign up for the beginner guitar course, which teaches the basic fundamentals of beginner guitar that includes basic guitar skills and technique, as well as an introduction to the basic concepts of Western music theory. The class covers identifying the main parts of the guitar, proper seating and hand position, tuning the guitar, basic technique exercises, reading and identifying the notes on the first 3 strings. Participants need to bring their own guitar.
The AARP Driver Safety Program is the nation's first and largest refresher course for drivers ages 50 and older that has helped millions of drivers remain safe on today's roads. AARP has offered the course in the classroom for 25 years and now offers the same course online. It's designed to help you tune up your driving skills and update your knowledge of the rules. Learn about normal age-related physical changes and how to adjust your driving to allow for these changes. Reduce your traffic violations, crashes, chances for injuries, and much more. Drive safely. Get an insurance discount, but pre-registration is required. To register, call the Rowlett Community Center at 972-412-6170. You will register with the Rowlett Community Center, and fees are $20 for non-AARP members and $15 for AARP members.
Want to keep up with all things Rowlett Parks and Recreation? If so, please like us on Facebook at City of Rowlett Parks and Recreation and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Rowlett Parks and Rec. For more information about any of our programs or services, please call the Rowlett Community Center at 972-412-6170 or visit us on the website below. From the Rowlett Parks and Recreation Department, we hope you and your family has a wonderful year in 2015.
So with every part of our show, I think one of the most important segments we always talk about are a lot of the upcoming dates that we have.
Yep.
Lots going on. First, we always start with our council and P&Z meetings in July. We've got a regular council meeting on July 7th and 21st. We've got a planning and zoning meeting on July 14th and 28th. And of course, all council and P&Z meetings are broadcast live on the city cable channel RTN 16, or you can also watch them through streaming video. Did I say Vizio? Sorry, I have a Vizio TV.
Oh, do you?
So yeah,
Okay.
but I can watch them on my Vizio TV.
There you go.
But you can watch it on streaming video at Rowlett.com. And of course, past meetings dating back to 2008 are also available 24/7 by going to Rowlett.com.
That's really cool. Well, Mayor, we also have our Terrific Tuesdays programs in July, and this is held at the Rowlett Community Center on Tuesdays at 2 p.m.
Terrific Tuesdays.
Terrific,
what is that? What's
Terrific
that about?
Tuesdays. Okay, July 7th, for example, the K-9 unit from the Garland Police Department will be there. On July 14th, Puppets with Nancy Worcester. July 21st will be a performance by the Amateur Community Theater of Rowlett. And on July 28th, Critterman.
The Critterman!
The Critterman! Critterman.
That's right.
Well, so the Terrific Tuesdays program is a library program, but it is being held at the Rowlett Community Center every Tuesday at 2 p.m. in July.
So one of the really cool things about summer is the fact that you get to go out and do things outside. And one of my favorite sports to be able to go out is it requires a tank top and shorts and no shoes. Now, what kind of sport do you think that is? Kind of sink your feet into the sand a little bit?
Okay, so it can't be swimming.
That's
so
right.
Is it sand volleyball?
Sand volleyball, that's right. And we've got a tourney coming up on Saturday, July 11th at 11 a.m.
Yes.
Really cool stuff. So you think your team has what it takes to bring it home, huh? Do you think your team has what it takes to bring it home, huh? Do you like that?
Yeah, bring it,
All
man.
right.
Bring it.
That's a bring it. Now, now's your chance to prove it, Brian. Yeah, prove it. That's right. 3-on-3 double elimination tournament at the Wet Zone Sand Volleyball Court. Sounds kind of tough, doesn't it? Sounds like a real
does. I
competition.
know.
Like,
I know.
ready
Gonna
to
be
go.
some tough people there.
Each team will pay $45 entry fee, and the top 3 teams will win prizes. All team members get free admission to the park for participating in the tournament. Spots are limited, so sign up fast online at the RCC.
There you go.
Pretty cool stuff.
That's pretty cool. Sounds like fun.
Do you have a team?
We need one more.
Drew?
Oh, yeah. Me, you, and Drew. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Of course, you'd see me in the shorts and the tank top. You'd be running, so.
Well, the other thing, Mayor, we have coming up is Adventures in Art Camp. And this is for ages 5 through 13. It's an art camp for youth emphasizing fine art and creative thinking instead of just crafts. Your young artist will complete 8 amazing finished works of art in this 4-day camp. You'll paint with oils, watercolors, and acrylics, using color theory, time-saving techniques, and more.
And all the supplies are included, as well as detailed instructions. So bring paper towels, snacks, and wear old clothes. A $60 supply fee is due the first day of class.
That's right, Mayor. And we're going to do it Monday, July 13th through Thursday, July 16th. These will be from 2 p.m. to 4:45 p.m., about $60. And then again on Monday, August 3rd through Thursday, August 6th, from 9 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. Again, the fee is $60.
Well, it should be a lot of fun. Really cool stuff going on. And of course, we have the ACT mini prep course from July 27th to July 31st. You ever take the ACTs?
I did, Mayor. I did.
I'll tell you what, well, ages, thank goodness I'm past that. Ages 14 to 18 years old, and you can improve your chances of getting into college of your choice by increasing your ACT scores. The ACT mini prep course consists of instruction in math, grammar, and writing. And the writing and grammar are covered in the first half of the course, and math is covered during the second half of the course. Students complete 1 practice ACT test, and the dates run from July 27th again through July 31st, and it's 5:30 to 6:30 p.m., and there's a fee involved, $40.
Yes.
That's a really good deal, actually, if you think
Well,
of it.
and it's good
just to have
practice.
instruction for that is
Yep.
really, really important as well. It kind of helps prep them for that test. So it's that time again.
So
It's the time to go.
It's time to go.
It's
I don't
time
want
to
to
go.
go
Our
this
show
time.
is over. Well, we first off want to thank you for watching our July 15 edition of Rowlett on the Water on the Move. You know, we welcome your suggestions and emails.
Yes, please.
We really do. We're always looking for ways to make improvements on the show. One of the improvements that they asked before was, hey, can we make the show length a little bit shorter? So we've done that as well. And we really do appreciate the comments and suggestions.
And Mayor, we also really want to thank our communications staff who assisted with today's broadcast. Drew Rist is such a talented producer, and it really makes our show, and it makes our show look so good.
So
see you next time
on Rowlett on the Water, on the Move. High five.
There you go.